Hey guys, Hackesploit here, back again with another video, and this is going to be basically a continuation of the ethical hacking course, but it's going to be a bit of a bonus video. So right here, you're looking at Parrot OS. Now you might be asking yourself, what is Parrot OS and why am I making a video about it or a review about it? Well, just a few days ago, Parrot OS 3.5, I believe, released, and well, I had to give it a try because it is also a penetration testing distro and a security distro. However, they've really put a lot of work into this distro. Well, this version of this distro, I have tried this before, and I have to say they really have done a good job. Now, they have done such a great job that they've actually switched out Kali Linux for this. Now, the reason I will encourage you to actually try this out. I mean, I'm not saying switch from Kali Linux to Parrot OS, but that's what I've done. And for the simple reason is that it's just a really visually or aesthetically it's a good looking distro. Now, good looking distro, what can it do, you might be asking? Well, as you all know, Kali Linux is not very friendly on older hardware. Now, I've tried this on like 3 of my older computers and it worked flawlessly. While it's running, it'll only take about 400 megabytes of RAM. So this really is quite good. Now, the other thing is the interface or the desktop environment. It's currently running the Ubuntu Mate or the Ubuntu Mate desktop environment with their own little tweaks. And as you can see, it's themed really well. I mean, it runs absolutely smoothly on any laptop that you have. As you can see here, it's running really smooth. The transitions are absolutely smooth. You can see if I open the terminal, it has its own little terminal theme, which is also pretty cool. But generally speaking, it's a very good looking distro, and it's lightweight, and it's really resource friendly in terms of how much it consumes. So just straight off the bat, it's already better than Kali Linux. But what really stands out, I think, when it comes to security distros is the features. Now, this is a fantastic distro for beginners. I mean, I would really recommend this for a beginner ethical hacker over Kali Linux. Let me explain why. So in the application section, you have your sections here, simple, straightforward, Ubuntu Mate or Ubuntu Mate. So one of the key things that I really enjoyed was anonymous mode. Now what this means, it's going to use the Tor proxies to basically make you anonymous, and it just with one click you'll be anonymous. And I think I can show you this right now. So I'm just going to hit anonymous mode start, and it's going to ask for your root password because it does need elevated privileges. It's going to open and just let it run. Alright, so once it says, once it gives you basically a notification right about here, this is the notification section here, you should be able to browse anonymously, and it'll basically be changing your location just from different locations. So it's like it's spoofing your location. So let me just minimize this, and we're just going to try and go to google.com, right? And as you can see, it's given me the notification, anonymous surf, global anonymous proxy activated. So yeah, you do expect your internet connection to be a bit slow because you're running through proxies, but hey, you're pretty much anonymous. Now, the other thing is that a lot of people asked me about accessing the deep web. I would highly recommend this distro for the deep web because this has it's really focused on anonymity, cryptography, and ethical hacking. I mean, it's fantastic. Google is taking quite a long time to load here, most probably because I've changed my location. But let me just close it up and start it up again. I'm really sorry about that, probably because it actually started late there, the service, the anonymous service. Let it just open Google here. So it does come with a version of Firefox that they've themed to their basically the dark theme, which is also pretty cool. while that's loading, I just want to show you the real stuff. What really brings Kali Linux and Parrot OS together to be compared is their security and the ethical hacking tools. Now this has everything that Kali Linux has, and it's very easy. It's very simple. You have your most used tools. These are the tools that you've used the most. I've been using this for almost like about 3 or 4 days, and it's absolutely fantastic. So you have your most used tools. Cryptography, again, this is not in Kali Linux. This only exists here, which is pretty cool if you're really focused on that type of thing. You have information gathering, standard footprinting. So you have you have Dimitri, you have Nmap, you have ZenMap, and all the good stuff there. Vulnerability analysis, this is basically your Nikito and Nmap again. Database assessment, excuse me. You have SQL Map, SQL US, and simple stuff like that. Everything's there. MDB SQL, some really powerful tools. Everything's here. Exploitation tools, we have the big boys. We have the social engineering toolkit, very popular on Kali Linux. You have SQL Map again. You have Metasploit again, very big. You have Armitage. Really all the tools that you have. You have your OS backdoors. This is actually a section that I don't see on Kali Linux at all. Basically the web backdoors, where you have Nishang, very popular tool. Proxy chains. Here we are. This is another fantastic feature. I mean, it just makes it so much easier for the beginner. Of course you want to learn about doing it with the terminal, but really for a beginner or even advanced user, this just makes it much easier and saves your time. So you have basically proxy chains, and you can configure them to get even more anonymity. Then I have your wireless testing, where you have the Fern, Reaver, and the Kaopati, excuse me there. Digital forensics, all the good stuff. Explico, really good stuff. I've used Nmap. I've used as you can see here, these are the tools I've used the most. Obviously Armitage really stands out. Also Aircrack. So they all work fantastic. Alright. So as for the security tools or the hacking tools, it pretty much has everything. And as you can see, I'm running this on my laptop as my daily driver. So this is actually what I've been using for my programming. As you can see, I have all my IDEs installed. I have Atom IDE, I have the Qt Creator, and all that good stuff. As well, you can actually use this as your daily driver, because it's not only a hacking distro like Kali Linux. This is actually focused for developers, and you can just use this as your media player or whatever you want, really. It's a fully fledged Linux distro. Now, one cool thing I liked is this little bar here. Now, this basically is a task manager, and when you click it, it's going to give you system monitor. That's what it's called in Linux. So as you can see, it's the release 3.5, 64-bit, blah blah. This is the desktop environment, Mate or Mate. I keep on saying that. So here we have the processes, or what you call the task manager in Windows, and as you can see, it gives you all that's running, and you can basically toggle the highest via the whatever they're using, whatever resources they're using. Firefox using a bit more memory than normal, but I would regret it if it was Google Chrome. We all know that Google Chrome is a real resource demanding browser. Alright, pretty cool. There's a task manager up there. You have your terminal. I did mention that the terminal is themed to their style, and it's just a normal terminal. You can do your really cool things like just your standard Linux commands. I mean, you get the idea, right? So that's pretty awesome. All my drivers work perfectly. I have a AMD dedicated graphics card on this laptop, and it works perfectly. My Bluetooth's working perfectly. I am actually connected to Ethernet right now, but that also works perfectly. Alright, now I'm going to talk to you about the things that I like and the things that I don't like about this distro. Alright, let's start with the things I like. Number one, it is lightweight. Alright, it's very, of course, it's quite large in terms of the download size, but it's very easy on your hardware. It doesn't tax your hardware as much as Kali Linux. Number two, it has a really good user interface and a smooth user interface. Now what this means is it's running at full 60 frames per second. A lot of people have told me that Kali Linux is very laggy on their system, and I know that's true. Even if you change the desktop environment to something like XFCE, excuse me there, it's still going to be laggy. So this actually, as I just showed you, is running at 60 Hertz, 60 FPS, ultra smooth. Alright, number 3, it has bonus tools than what Kali Linux has. As I said, it has more cryptography tools which are quite important, and it has the anonymous surf, which basically allows you to browse anonymously in just like one click. You don't have to download the Tor browser or configure the proxy chains manually, which it has here in like one click. That's the third thing I like. The fourth thing I like is that it's ultra stable. Like, I've been using this for, as I said, like about 3 or 4 days, and it's not got even one crash, and I haven't broken anything. I mean, I've been installing things with Synaptic, and it's just worked absolutely perfectly. I've updated it, nothing is broken. So this is actually, it's better than Kali Linux as a daily driver. They have a cool collection of wallpapers here. As you can see, let it just load. I also put some of my own here. Some pretty awesome wallpapers, as you can see. This one looks pretty cool, pretty awesome. But anyway, yeah, those are basically the advantages. Now, the things I don't like about this distro is, number 1 is that I don't like the fact that it has no search bar where I can actually just quickly launch into a program I want that by searching it. I actually have to go down and go through all of these sections and then go on to basically the categories, and then I actually have to click the program. I mean, it has 2 taskbars here. That's what they're called in Windows, and they basically perform more advanced features. The bottom one basically allows you to shut down or log off or enter the log screen. So I really don't like, it's really not user friendly when it comes to basically launching applications. It's very user friendly when it comes to the applications and what it can actually do, but it's not user friendly when it comes to launching applications. It's quite slow. Like in Kali Linux, you can actually just hit the Windows button or just your start button, and it'll open up a search bar where you can actually search for a program. Number 2, I have noticed that the terminal, you have to actually install a few additional packages that, well, you could say come with every distro, every good distro. So that really just tipped me off a bit, but it's nothing to get angry over or get disappointed over. That's basically it. I only have those 2 problems that I would actually urge them to fix. And I actually tried installing a search bar, but it really didn't trigger. Maybe I'll have to check it. I have to perform a few other, basically write another script. But that's basically it, guys. Now, for the continuation of the lessons, where I'm going to be teaching you about anonymity in the next lesson, you can use whatever distro you want for the lesson. You can either use this. The link will be in the description. It's free. Just go and download it, try it. If you like it, hey, go ahead and use it. If you don't, well, Kali Linux is always there for you. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope this video helped you. If it did, please leave a like. Please make sure you follow me on my social media, so I actually know what videos are coming out, and whether I'll be having any polls that I might be maybe for the giveaway and stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The other thing, guys, is if you have any question regarding this distro, anything regarding the basically ethical hacking, let me know in the comment section on my social networks or on Kick. Just hit me up, and we can see what we can do about your question. Maybe I can answer it, maybe we can help each other. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching. Peace.